Hello YouTube, Millennium X17 here. Let's do some more side content hero, number 2. First and foremost, what I have to say is that first video was way too long. Both the video itself and the editing of it, that video literally took over 6 hours to edit. So hopefully I'm going to be able to cut this one down in a more friendly version, how shall we say. Not going to be doing any super fast forward anymore, because that just takes too long to do. But anyway, first off, we started off as Trevor, and pretty much for this whole video we're Trevor. I'll get to why in a second. Spent about $4,000 in ammunition, got a lot of good gear, new SMG, filled up the ammo on the grenade launchers, really good stuff. At this point in time, I head off to the question mark on the map for Trevor. It turned out to be this interesting character called Maud, who runs a bail bond service. Apparently, it's like you go get the fugitive and you bring it back to her, and you get apparently it's $15,000 per unit though. But eventually, once I leave her property, she sends me an email about this guy at a quarry he's hanging out there. You got to go get him. But the problem is that it doesn't show up on my map, so I don't know where the quarry is. Now, while the character Trevor himself might know, I don't. So I couldn't really go find him. At that point in time, I start heading out, do a lot of wandering in the countryside, and eventually I led myself to the Sandy Shore airstrip, which this is an interesting thing because up to this point, I've had about the last 2 or 3 random encounters with people have led to negative outcomes, how shall we say. So I come across on the south side of this airstrip, there's a road that goes around the south side of it that there's just this random van that's abandoned on the street, and I'm looking at it, and something just, to me, there was too many red flags popping off in my mind, and something just screamed, like a setup or a trap. Just looked like the perfect place for an ambush. So I'm like, you know what, I'll save. I tried to save, it wouldn't let me, so I'm like, fuck it, whatever, I'm gonna go and just leave it be, and I'm guessing it'll still be there, I don't know, but I decided not to do it, neither here nor there. But eventually, upon wandering, I then wander my way on down as Trevor to Los Santos, because hey, why not, for the irony of it, visit Michael's house? Because, I'm that kind of guy. But this is this point in time that I find out that we can't actually switch between characters. So it's like, oh, okay. So at that point in time, I wander around some more in Los Santos after a police chase. I find myself at the airport and decide, well, you know what? Why not? Trevor's strongest skill is flying, so let's steal a private jet. Why not, Taking off, not too bad. And then we just wander around the thing in the private jet, around all of the entire San Andreas at this point. Flying the jet around does unlock sections of the map, so I was trying to unlock a good portion of the map, and I did do that, but problem is after about 6 or 7 passes around Mount Chiliad, it kind of got a little bit boring, and at which point in time I decided to land this said private jet at the airstrip at Sandy Shores. Well, only to find out that that's the hardest part. So yeah, that's side content hero number 2, and I leave you all with this tragic attempt at landing, and until next time, guys, have yourselves a good day.